Good afternoon, people of the internet. It is Sunday here at Wrexham, and we've got fuming out today. Again, I'm going to say I apologise for not making any videos for the last couple of weeks, or should I say the last month. What I've been doing, guys, is working hard to try and get some parts for fuming so we can actually do some more progress with her. But also I've been working hard because now I've got a week off from work, which is nice. Plus it's nice weather, it's going to be for the next week. But let's just discuss what we're going to be doing with fuming over the next week or so, and what we plan to do with her. Now, at the moment she's a bit rough. She's not been cleaned for a while. She hasn't been polished for a while either. And there's a few things that are looking pretty worn out, to be fair. It's a bit of a sad story with fuming at the moment, but we are going to discuss the points. We are going to make fuming look better, and we are going to hopefully get most of them done this week. She is still a stunning car. Okay, so the first thing we need to do, the first big elephant in the room we need to address with fuming is the driver's side door. Now, as you can see, the driver's side door is, well, screwed would be the appropriate word to use. We all remember this here when Storm Dennis took Fuming's door into a wall. That was catastrophic. We've got a little bit of rust coming up here. In fact, I can try and peel some off. In fact, you can hear it, listen. And then obviously my attempted fix of painting over this little square worked for a while, but now it's starting to bubble through even the paint that I've put on it. So that's also buggered as well. We've got loads of scratches on the door. It just lets the door down very badly. And then we've also got the fact that this door is now ruined because I left my keys in the car as they are now. And we had to bend this door, especially where it is here. We tried to bust the lock. We've got loads of marks and dents here. We've got loads of marks around the door. Loads of marks around this handle as well. And then obviously the handle over on the other side as well, which is what the lock was originally on, which is this. It now doesn't work. Good thing is I paid 30 quid for a new door, and now has a handle with no lock, so it's pretty, well, you won't be able to see it, that's the point. So we won't have a lock on this side anymore, but on the other side we will. So we're going to keep this original lock, which is that there. That seems to be alright as it is. Now, if we move on into the interior as well, one thing I do need to sort out as well, it's going to be a little bit of an easy fix, is this radio. Doesn't want to sit in there properly, but we do have a sub in this now, which goes with the vibe speakers that we've got on the doors, so that's pretty handy. So obviously we're going to hear some, well, a lot better music as well than what we have done. By the way, guys, fuming is now on 70,983 miles. I've been driving fuming continuously since I last spoke to you guys, and I forgot to mention that she is now on 70k, which is nice. Now, let's get back to the other issues that we have at hand. These tyres, well, the front tyres are okay, but the rear ones are, well, again, they're worn out as well. Now, I haven't had these tyres on for very long. I've only had them on for the best part of 8 months. They've already worn down, which doesn't help because of the handbrakes I've done, but I also have a theory to why the walls are worn out on both sides. And that is because we've noticed, with the way the suspension is at the moment, it's all, well, there's no more elasticity in the springs. So every time it drops, the shocks have gone as well, and the tyres end up rubbing on the arches. Now, that could be a faculty down to the spacers that I've got on the back here and the size of the wheel, which has led me to think, well, the wheels, I've got a buckled wheel on the the driver's side rear anyways, and although these wheels have been resprayed and they look pretty nice, I think if I'm going to lower it, which is the next thing we're going to do, because obviously because the springs and the shocks have gone, we've now got coilovers for fuming. Now I will explain that in a second, because that was a separate issue in itself. And the one thing I have just noticed with Human as well, which is bugging me quite a bit now, is the fact this bonnet is shut. But look at the gap there, guys. That's down to this bonnet, this bumper being pretty crap, to be fair. If I lift that up, it's not so bad. But also the fact the light needs moving in just that little bit more. So a little bit of an adjustment has to be done there, but nothing catastrophic. You know, if you have to really look, carefully and closely at it to really notice that. But yes, as I was saying, the coilovers are going to go on. It's going to lower the car by 40mm. It's going to make sure nothing at the rear is going to scrape anymore. But the MOT is due in October with Human. I have a sneaking suspicion, I could be wrong, it might be fine, but these tyres are rubbing badly. And you can kind of see that with the blue that's around the tyre, it's rubbing the inner side of the car. If we get close down in here as well, you could probably, it's a bit rough there, see where the tyres are rubbing on there. But anyways, I'm thinking we'll go down to Demon Tweaks, we'll have a look and get some wheels custom made for this car with some nice tyres on there. Now we're going to lower her, and then she's going to sit better. We've got the new mirrors on, which look quite nice. And to be fair, I mean, the bonnet's going to be another thing we need to do, because that bonnet has always been crap. But considering I think she's filthy right now, still got plenty of shine on her. That door is nice, so you can see the dents and everything on there. That's letting the car down. We've got one of them currently being painted. We're going to get some paint tomorrow to sort this out, which tomorrow for you guys will be Monday. I have the limited edition badge for the other wing, which needs to go on, because we took that off from the old wing and it's just missing on that side, so we need to put that on as well. Then we have some new mud flaps, because if you remember me telling you after that car meet we went to, guys, one of the mud flaps fell off and I couldn't be asked for just one mud flap, so I took the other one off. So we've got these Vauxhall original, well, I shouldn't say original, but they're Vauxhall, Opel and GM mud flaps, which I got off eBay. So let me just get the keys and I'll show you what else we got. We've also got 20-inch spacers as well, 20mm spacers in the back as well. So these are the mud flaps that we have here. So they're going to go on, they're pretty sweet. We've got these, which I bought as well. So the idea of these were going to go on the rears, and then the 15s on the back already on here are going to go on the front. But I need to see what the wheels are like, otherwise I just need to sell these, which is no problem. And then also we've got this, neons for underneath the car. Bring neons back, so Adam C says. So they're going to go on too. Another modification that we've done to the Corsa, I'm going to leave this shut because there's one more thing in this boot that is, if we don't fix it, Fuming is going to fail her next MOT, but I'll show you that for the last thing we need to do. So I'm going to try and do this one-handed. Let's have a look and see what we've done. Okay, there we go. Can you see the difference? Can you see any shiny metal in here? Of course you can. There's an elephant in the room, right there. That's what we've done. Yep. Fuming has a truck on. Now, I still have the original horn. It's not wired up, but I have one thing to do with this as well. I'm not sure if it'll fail the MOT with this, but obviously what I want to plan on doing is get a switch for here, which will switch the horns around. But if we have a listen, I'm going to deafen some people for definite. I love this horn. Honestly, it does chuckle me. Another thing we need to do for this week, as well, as a friend of mine decided to lean on these new mirrors, and well, it's hanging on for dear life. Now, I was given some new trims here from a friend of mine, as well as we have another plastic trim for this. We've got a friend there. Hello. You enjoying the car? Of course you are. There you go. We've got another plastic trim or rubber trim, whatever it is, for the door, because that door we've got and painted was off a GSI. It didn't have any of that. We've got one, so we're going to sort them out too, and we're going to stick them on too. Now, we are also painting the calipers. We're going to be painting them red. We've got some red paint which I bought a little while ago, but they need doing too, just to tidy up the car because they look quite, well, dirty. We're going to use some touch-up paint to get rid of that scratch. This red sticker will be coming off eventually, and obviously the car will either get repainted or it's going to get wrapped, either way. Now, the worst thing that needs doing to this car, let's see if you can see it from the rear arch here. If I point you up into there, can you see it? Just a slight bit there. This needs sorting badly. I was told about this before I bought the car and I ignored it, and to my ignorance it's got worse and now it needs doing. Look at here, we have a microfiber, and if I pull it out, wow, fucking hell. It's actually got worse from when I last saw it the other day. So we need to cut that out, the whole entire square, which means this plastic trim needs to come off around here, which I can do myself. It's a bit of a pain in the ass to do, but I think I've done it before and I left some screws out of it, so it's still pretty loose. Jesus wept. That's bad there. But that's why I've got this microfiber in there, is to make sure that none of the water goes to all the electrics, which is why I put a microfiber in there specifically. But that's going to get done and that'll pass. We'll just weld another plate in there, and I'm not going to say much about it, really, because it's been done. Obviously the door's going to need doing, the suspension needs doing, the front brakes will need painting, need to sort the front end out. I need to get super glue on this mirror because this, oh, it's broken there too. Damn. This piece of plastic broken there too. There's another fracture right there. So this is hanging on for dear life, so we need some glue on that. I mean, this mirror is pretty much toast, even though I've only just put it on. Other than that, we need to get that off the bonnet as well. I haven't got a clue how I'm going to get that off. I'm just going to try my best. The bumper needs more attention. We need to fix the piece of plastic in the corner as well to keep that hanging on. But it'll do for the meantime. Other than that, Fema just needs a really deep polish, and she'll be all good to go. I'm going to leave this blue for now. We're going to sort that at a later day. That's not one of my concerns at the moment. But yeah. Just close you properly. That's just dirt, thankfully. Or is it? I really hope that is not rust. This part is, obviously, but it is what it is. I mean, we're going to need some more touch up here just to cover some of the rest of this blue. That's probably been done from when we're polishing it, when we're cleaning it, or something like that. We'll just sort out. We'll just clean. And then the sad thing of the story here, guys, is one day soon our dear friend Fema is going to go into storage, which is sad. I mean, we've done pretty well with her. She looks a lot better than what she was, but all good things must come to an end. I'm not getting rid of her. I love this little thing, but I wanted to just chill out for a bit. I mean, she's been pretty chilled most of her life, in all fairness to her. But she deserves a little rest after we've done all the stuff to her. We're going to take her to a couple of mates. We're going to do these videos properly as well, because I don't think we've done any car meets properly with Fema. There's a lot of work left to do, most of which we're going to do this week in terms of the wheels, the suspension, sorting the radio out, sorting the mud flaps at the back out, then sorting the front end, the brake calipers, a couple of other bits and bobs, especially the rust and then it's got the MOT, and then we're going to get the new tyres, and then eventually we're going to be looking at a total respray or a wrap. I'm thinking more so a wrap because it's cheaper, but I don't know. It's a hard decision at the moment. I mean, for the past month I've just been enjoying her. I have literally just been enjoying driving her, and that's what cars are for. I had one person say to me, especially when I've had the ding in the door, a lot of people were saying, "Ah, well, this is what's sad that happens to these old cars. They should be sat, they should be stored, they should be admired in a museum or something. They should be well looked after and not driven." But how can you enjoy something if you don't drive it? You know, and it's the one thing with Fuming I enjoy doing, is I enjoy driving it. There's one more thing I want to try and do in the future. It's going to be a long while before we do this anyways, and that's reupholstered seats. There's nothing wrong with Fuming seats. I would like them reupholstered. Alcantara in the middle, and then blue or black leather on the sides with Fuming stitched into the headrests, or either have Send It on each one. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done. There's a lot of things I would like to personally do, but slow and steady wins the race. There's a lot of things we need to do, but time, we've got time. I'm not in any rush. If we rush, we go into problems. And the thing is though, is although I haven't been making any videos, guys, a lot of stuff's been going on. I've recently just changed my phone into a nicer phone that has a better camera, that has a working camera for once. But also, these coilovers have been taking a huge amount of time to try and get. August the 5th I ordered them, the money came out August the 8th, they were supposed to arrive on August the 9th, they didn't. They said, oh, they're going to be here for the 19th of August, waited till the 19th of August, they're not in stock, I waited for my money back, I bought some more coilovers, they weren't in stock even though they said they were, and that took about 5 days to get the money back. Once I got the money back, I was on the scout for more. We're looking about mid-September now, I've only just got them now, you know, so it's been taking an absolute age to get these coilovers, but now we've actually got them, that's where we can continue. I've got everything else ready. There's a lot of work needed to do. We're going to do it this week. I've already made some pre-footage of us prepping the door. So the door's already prepped, it just needs painting. We're going to get the paint tomorrow. Get that boxed off, let it dry overnight. Or for the next couple of days. We're going to lower Fuming. We've got everything we need. We've got a compressor. We've got an air gun. So that's going to be easy to take off, everything we need. And then just eventually, because I know I've got a buckled wheel, but we need new wheels. It's going to rattle the car to death, which at the moment isn't too bad, but you start to notice it on higher speeds. I've decided I'm not going to do any more handbrakes in Fuming. I think it's now time to look after her. Otherwise, she's just going to die, and well, I don't want her to die just yet. There's something about this car that I like. So anyways, guys, we'll continue this in the next video that we do. Even if it does take a week or so to upload, hopefully it doesn't take that long. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please keep up to date with the content. I know I haven't been on it for a month. I just decided to need a break and get this week over with work and get a week off, and that's why we started it today, to hopefully get back on track with fixing Fuming. So if you guys like the content so far, and if you are liking what we're doing so far with the Corsa, leave a like and subscribe at the end of this video and show your support for Fuming at least, you know, because this little Corsa needs some love, you know. And she's slowly getting there. There's a lot of things on this car that are not tasteful to some people, but it's unique. You won't see another Corsa like this, not with the stuff that I've done to it anyways. But yeah, anyways guys, thank you very much for watching this video. If you liked it, like I say, leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video of whatever I make. Take care, stay safe.